Hello everyone, and welcome back to another My Healthy Sweet Tooth video. Today, we are going to be making my moist, indulgent chocolate peanut butter swirl brownies. Enough said, without further ado, let's just dive right into it. So first, before I introduce to you all the ingredients you'll need to make these brownies, let me first explain the process of how we're going to execute these brownies. So first, we're going to start off with a rich chocolate layered brownie, and then we're going to make my iconic sweet peanut butter swirl that we're going to swirl into the brownies, giving them that nice fudgy peanut butter cup-like texture. So here's what you will need to make the brownies. 1 cup organic cane sugar, 3/4 cup white whole wheat flour, 1/2 cup organic brown sugar, 1/2 cup cocoa powder, 4 ounces of dark chocolate. I'm using chips, however you can use a dark chocolate bar if you'd like, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, 3/4 cup cold vegan butter, cubed preferably, and lastly 3 eggs. So the first thing we're going to want to do is preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Now while the oven's preheating, go ahead and grab yourself a 9x9 baking tray and line it with parchment paper. A tip I like to use to make sure that the parchment paper covers all sides of your baking dish is actually crumple it up. It best fits forms the pan much better, if you ask me. The first thing that you're going to want to do is melt to combine the vegan butter and the dark chocolate chips in a large glass bowl. You can either do this in the microwave in 20-30 second intervals until nice and liquidy, or over a double boiler. Once your chocolate looks a little like this, it should be very liquidy at this point. You're going to want to whisk in your 1/2 cup of cocoa powder now. Whisking in the cocoa powder at this time will allow the brownies to be nice and fudgy and indulgent and rich. Next, we're going to whisk in both of our sugars, the cane sugar and the brown sugar, until well combined. Once you're done mixing in both sugars, you should be left with a granulated chocolate looking mixture. It will not be good right now, and please do not eat the batter because next we're going to add in our 3 eggs and our 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. You can either incorporate this all well by whisking really well or by using an electric hand mixer. Once our batter starts to get very thick like this, we're going to retire from the whisk and move on to a spatula to fold in the salt and the flour, the 2 remaining ingredients in this brownie mixture. Now we're going to fold in the remaining dry ingredients. Once you have a thick brownie batter like this, we're going to go ahead and set this aside while we make the peanut butter swirl really quickly that we're going to dollop and then swirl into the brownie mixture before baking. Here are the 4 ingredients you will need to make the peanut butter swirl that we're going to incorporate into those brownies. 3/4 cup creamy peanut butter, not the chunky stuff, but the creamy stuff. And it doesn't matter which brand you buy. I'm using the Wegmans brand. 1/3 cup organic powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of vegan butter, cold and cubed once again, and lastly, a teaspoon of vanilla extract. The first thing that we're going to want to do is melt the 3 tablespoons of vegan butter in the microwave for 30 seconds. I promise this will be the last thing we use in our microwaves. The last and final step to making this peanut butter swirl is we're going to use an electric hand mixer to beat together all the ingredients in a large bowl. Now we're going to use an electric hand mixer to beat everything together until well combined, and there's no lumps remaining from the powdered sugar. Now that we have both the prepared baking dish ready, our oven's up to 350 or 180, our brownie batter, and the peanut butter swirl, we're gonna transfer the chocolate brownie mixture into the prepared baking dish before we dollop the peanut butter in and ultimately swirl it around to get that marble effect. Now that we've successfully transferred all the brownie batter into the prepared baking dish, we can go ahead and spread it out using the back of the spatula. And try your best to not lick it because there is raw flour and raw eggs in this batter. Now you can go ahead and take spoonfuls of this peanut butter mixture and just dollop it on top of the brownies, all scattered about, because ultimately we're gonna swirl it, right? I'm gonna use a knife to swirl the peanut butter in, however, a toothpick, a fork, or a long stick will work as well. I'm gonna sprinkle some additional dark chocolate chips on top for an extra final touch. Now we can go ahead and pop these in the oven for 25 to 35 minutes, or until a toothpick comes out clean. Now we're gonna check on our brownies. You'll know when they're done when a toothpick comes out clean. Once you take your brownies out of the oven and a toothpick comes out clean, you know the drill. Cool, slice, serve, and enjoy. Thank you so much for watching My Healthy Sweet Tooth. Be sure to subscribe to Medfield TV to see more content from me and other brilliant creators. Also be sure to follow me on all my social media. The links will be in the description box below. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and also check out my blog for the recipe, which will be up soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.